It's been a long winter and we've been itching to get back out into the RV. The snow is finally melted, the sun's not quite peeking out, not here anyway, but we know one thing, it's time to get the RV out of storage and get back into the camping groove. This week we're heading south for a spring break getaway to St. George, Utah. We're chasing warm weather, wide open skies, red rock views, and of course, plenty of good food and adventures. After giving the RV a once-over, airing up the tires, checking the lights, and triple checking the hitch, we're ready to go.
So, funny story. The last time we rolled into this Love's, it was only our second trip in this fifth wheel. We stopped to fuel up, and that's when Dan saw one of our windows have the shade blowing out of it, whipping around like Old Glory on a blustery day. But it wasn't a feeling of patriotism, but more a feeling of, oh crap. So Dan, being the MacGyver he is, as long as there's a store nearby, bought a car sunshade and duct tape and patched it up like a pro. Kinda. We have no clue what caused it, maybe a rogue pebble or a bird with a grudge, who knows, but we kept on trucking to Arizona and thankfully found a mobile glass tech who came to our RV site and replaced it on the spot. Although it's turned into one of those crazy memories you laugh about later, at the time it was pretty much pure panic. More than anything, we were so grateful it didn't rain. I mean, can you even imagine?
When we visit southern Utah, this is where we stay, Settlers Point Luxury RV Resort, and honestly, it's our favorite. The RV sites are super roomy, easy to pull into, and everything is spotless. We've got everything we need, full hookups, a gorgeous clubhouse and store, a pool, pickleball courts, and even a dog park for our pups to run around. The location is perfect. We're just minutes from downtown St. George, close to great food and within easy reach of Zion, Snow Canyon, and all the red rock beauty this area has to offer. Settlers Point makes it easy to relax and feel at home, whether we're here for a weekend or a few weeks. Trust us, once you stay here, you'll get why we keep coming back. Our journey was a 6-hour drive, definitely toward the top of our comfort range, and we were glad to pull into our spot and get set up. We were even happier to take the dogs on a long walk and get ourselves settled in for the night. Traveling with an RV and getting set up is a lot of work, but having your own home away from home in a beautiful setting makes it all worth it.
So I'm thinking that maybe I packed like a lot of heavy clothes. It's really hot here. And we came from like where it's like kind of cold, and so I'm like dying. I brought like 2 t-shirts. Everything else was like sweatshirts, long sleeve t-shirts. So anyway, so we got here and Dan is fixing the, did you hear that? Bathroom door.
Fixing.
Well, it came off the, oh, he fixed it. It came off the, nice job, honey. It came off the track. So now he just has to put this valance back on.
Leather-coated ebony
pleather.
wood.
We call it pleather.
No, this is luxury.
Okay.
I can tell. Oh, yeah.
So the dogs look really, really bad. They just look so grubby. So we're taking the dogs to get groomed. I can't believe he found an opening. We pay more for the dogs to get their hair done than we pay on ourselves. But we love them.
We're always on the lookout for great pet shops when we travel, and Whisker Bone in St. George totally delivered. It's a super cute store, well stocked, has an amazing selection of pet food, and more treats and toys than your pet can handle. They've even got these awesome DIY bathroom grooming rooms, so if your pup needs a spa day on the road, you're all set. For doggy nose balm or groom on the road, Whisker Bone is definitely on our must-stop list for any trip through southern Utah.
The dogs get their best naps after a groom, and after getting them settled in the RV, we ventured into the old city center in St. George. Our first stop was Judd's store, which has been around since 1865 and today is a super fun old-time soda and candy shop.
I need a new necklace. You never buy me jewelry. Can I get this, please?
Today, we're gonna do it.
Yes!
We just bought her necklace and she's already looking for a new one.
The world's longest.
After our incredibly expensive purchase, it was time for a coffee break.
Okay, we just realized that FS stands for Farmstead, which is our favorite bakery here in St. George. And Dan got a mocha and I'm just tasting it. Okay, it's not poisonous, so you're good. There you go.
Thanks, babe.
Okay, confession time. We probably sneak down to St. George more often than we admit, just so we can hit Farmstead Bakery. This place is just that good. The second you walk in, it smells like butter, bread, and pure happiness. They make everything fresh, croissants that flake just right, sourdough loaves, pastries, and beautiful little seasonal things that change all the time. And don't even get us started on the breakfast sandwiches. They are unreal. It's cozy, the staff is super friendly, and somehow we always leave with way more than we plan to buy. Honestly, if you're anywhere near St. George, go to Farmstead. Your taste buds will thank you. Just maybe don't tell too many people about it though, because the lines are getting really long.
Chicken salad sandwich. $79.
Wait, how much?
$79.
We wanted to keep it under 80.
Okay, so if you've never been to Utah or don't know anything about Utah, we're huge soda drinkers here, particularly Diet Coke. And we invented something called the Dirty Diet Coke. Well, not we as in a state, but this place called Swig. And it started in St. George, and now they have little swig places all over the state. Actually, not just the state. There's like several states. They have them in Arizona and Idaho, and anyway, all over. We love our soda here because, you know, it's
Some
Utah.
people more than others.
Well, I know, me. So we're gonna go get ourselves a Dirty Diet Coke at the original Swig. They do sugar cookies, pink sugar cookies, which we are fans of in Utah, and theirs are always refrigerated, so they're really cold. This is the mini one. The big one's probably like this size, but we're going to a bakery in a minute, so we really don't need a full-size sugar cookie. But this is it, and it is always delicious. Ooh, it looks, I haven't had one of these in a long time. They're so good, and you know what I love about them? They don't have almond flavoring. I hate almond flavoring and anything. It ruins anything it's in. Oh, do you want a bite? These are so good.
Because Darcy is a history teacher, including a historical stop is a must. While visiting Town Square, we stopped by the St. George Tabernacle. And wow, this place is packed with history and definitely worth a visit. The Tabernacle was finished way back in 1876, and it was actually one of the first public buildings in southern Utah. Think of it like the community center of its time. People gathered here for town meetings, concerts, speeches, you name it. The red sandstone was all locally sourced, and the craftsmanship is seriously impressive, especially when you consider it was built with pioneer-era tools. We love finding places that tell the story of a town, and the Tabernacle is definitely that for St. George. Today it's been fully restored, so you can walk through, check out the old organ, and just imagine what it must have been like back in the day. Free tours are available during open hours. Just ask.
Okay, this was seriously one of the highlights of our trip. Paletas Gourmet Creamsicles in St. George. Here's how it works. First, you pick your creamsicle flavor, and trust us, choosing just one is tough. Then it gets dipped in your choice of chocolate or other sweet options, and finally topped with whatever your heart desires. It's totally customizable, ridiculously fun, and tastes just as amazing as it looks. 10 out of 10. This place is a must if you've got a sweet tooth and love a good dessert adventure.
So we have been here for a couple days. Darcy's sister and mom visited.
Yeah.
And sadly, she brought her dog, which has been having some trouble, and we had to put the dog down.
We had to put poor Yuki down. It was really sad. He's been such a good friend to my sister through some really hard times, and this adorable little Pekingese. And before she came up to St. George from Phoenix, she went to the vet and was ready to put him down then because he just was having trouble walking. He was 16 years old, but the vet said, oh, I think he still has some life left in him, and so gave Jill like 3 different medicines to give to him, and he just was in pain and not taking to the medicines. So we found a really nice vet here that took us in immediately yesterday, and we were able to send Yuki over the Rainbow Bridge to play with all of our other dogs that are there waiting for him. So, but she was kind of sad, my sister, of course. So, I'm glad that we were here and she was with family when that happened.
And I prefer to think of it as sending the dog to run ahead, because I think that's what you're doing.
Yeah, he just made that up yesterday and he thinks it's awesome. So he's gonna run with that running ahead thing.
Yeah, no one wants to say, oh, I had to put the dog down. I mean, it just sounds, I know what we're all trying to say, but I think it's better just to say, I sent it to run ahead, because that's what dogs love to do. Give them a little bit of a start, and they will run and run and run
Okay,
and
now
run
you're
away.
just rambling.
What's the name of the channel?
I didn't even think about that.
What's the name of the channel? Be yourself, Dan. Just talk like you normally do, and it will be just fine. Oh, you're talking too much again. Please stop talking. Nobody wants to hear that. I'm confused. So they have a sushi lottery ticket you can fill out. And if you guess the numbers right, you win some sushi.
Some days are just extra special, and this was one of them. We got together to celebrate my mom's 81st birthday, and sharing the day with my sister made it even better. Getting together is always full of laughs, stories, and of course, great food. This year, we chose Sakura, a cozy Japanese restaurant that served up delicious sushi and warm memories. My sister's a sushi lover, but choosing a Japanese restaurant meant even more to us. It was also a quiet way to honor Yuki, her sweet pup, who recently passed. Yuki came to us from Japan 16 years ago.
Okay, so this Maverick is so freaking busy. It's like not even funny. If you are not from the West or know about Maverick, it's just like kind of our go-to, especially in Utah. It's based in Utah. But this is so busy. It's right off the freeway, kind of in St. George or a little bit north of St. George. But I mean, there are people everywhere. I mean, it's like everybody that wants to go to a Buc-ee's, but going to a Maverick. It's crazy. I don't know where they're going. I hope they're not all going to Zion's.
Just by way of a public service announcement, in case the good folks at Maverick are watching, we love your store, but the creamer machine and dispenser is kind of not working out all the time. So Darcy goes, do you want a maple bar? And I said, we just went to Farmstead. We've got donuts. And she goes, yeah, but I want to save the good ones for later. I said, okay, well, why don't we split a maple bar? And she goes, well, you can get your own. And I said, so what you're saying is you just want your own maple bar. She goes, you can just get your own. And then we ended up with these.
Yeah, maple
Okay,
bars.
and this is why I'm not even going to say anything. We are not, we're just terrible people.
We're not normal.
All right, so we're going to see what it takes to visit Zion National Park. Our goal is to
not hike. Yeah, we're just gonna see what we can do with. So we're not gonna hike, but we're gonna see if we can find a few scenic drives. It's about an hour from where we're staying to the entrance to the park. And then we'll maybe spend, I don't know, an hour or two inside the park just driving around, maybe looking at the visitor center. I don't know. I've only been there once, and it was when I was in college. And I don't think, Dan, have you ever been there?
This is embarrassing, but no. I am a lifetime resident of Utah, and I have never been to, actually, well, I don't think so.
You haven't.
If I did, it was so long ago and I was so small, I don't remember.
You haven't.
So it's time for a refresher. The drive into Zion National Park is beautiful, but the views when you arrive are breathtaking. We were lucky there wasn't much of a line to get in this morning, probably because the rain from last night was still lingering. All right, so the battery's low, and we have 27 minutes of video for our Zion Park visit. Nice planning, and it continues to rain. We're making our way to the visitor center.
That's probably all the video they're gonna get.
We're gonna see how our children do in the visitor center. Darcy is very excited about taking the children.
The rain. The fact that Dan wants to go into the visitor center and we're gonna get kicked out and I'm gonna look like a fool.
So, against our better judgment, or my better judgment, we stepped into the Zion National Park Visitor Center gift shop just to check out the postcards, magnets, and maybe a cute hoodie or two. And yes, we brought the dogs in their stroller. We were so nervous they'd make a scene, but we played it cool while casually browsing with our 3 small dogs, giving side-eye to everyone we passed. Things were going great until someone squeaked a souvenir bison toy and the barking started. We made a quick escape before the rangers could intervene, apologized profusely on our way out, and did the classic walk of shame. That is so us.
We took our pups on the Paw Roost Trail, which is the only trail in Zion where dogs are allowed. This easy paved path stretches 3.5 miles round trip, and it's perfect for a leisurely walk. It follows the Virgin River, offering stunning views of Zion's iconic cliffs, including the Watchman and Bridge Mountain. Despite the cold and drizzly weather, the scenery was breathtaking, and the dogs loved every second of it. Just a heads up, keep your pups on a leash and out of the river. Darcy's got the convalescent transport just in case. Yeah. Luckily it's raining, and we just got him shaved down.
Come on, let's go.
Okay, we've decided to turn around.
It's just not worth it. The dogs, the rain.
Stop it.
Okay, so we have unruly dogs. We are the first to admit it, and we're sorry in advance. We really don't need any comments about our unruly dogs, because it's like when you're overweight, you don't need somebody to tell you that you're overweight.
We know.
Yeah, you're the first one to know. Same with our dogs. We know that they're unruly. We try. Every day.
Well, we're hoping to get them some culture by taking them out.
Yeah,
right, girls?
Yeah.
How's Jill? It's kind of cold and drizzly. Yeah. So we've decided to make the rest of our trip a driving trip through the famous tunnel. I guess it's famous.
It's
and whatever else is up there. Oh my gosh, parking was a nightmare at the visitor center. Woo!
It was bad, especially with a big truck.
Yeah. Pack a lunch and a pillow because you're going to be waiting.
We were actually really lucky because this huge truck was actually pulling out, and so we were able to easily get into the spot. Dan actually did it in one try, which was pretty amazing.
Miracle! That doesn't happen very often.
No.
After getting the dogs settled into the back seat and giving up our parking space, we were off for a scenic drive.
Zion National Park is a red rock wonderland, home to over 57 miles of scenic driving through cliffs, canyons, and desert beauty. The Zion Canyon Scenic Drive runs 8 miles and is shuttle only most of the year, but it's packed with iconic stops like Angel's Landing and the Court of the Patriarchs. If you're driving your own car, head to the Zion Mount Carmel Highway, famous for its mile-long tunnel and sharp switchbacks, or explore the quieter Kolob Canyons Road, a 5-mile stretch with epic views and fewer crowds.
After our amazing drive, it was time to head back, call it a day, and rest up for tomorrow. We started our last day at George's Corner Restaurant. This local favorite was originally known as a Big Hand Cafe in the 1930s and 40s and was the town's gathering spot. George's Corner continues that tradition, offering great comfort food, burgers, buttermilk fried chicken, and their must-try mac and cheese. With its cozy atmosphere and nods to the past, it's a must-visit for a taste of St. George's heritage.
I'm getting ready to dive into breakfast. Okay, so this is the short rib hash, and it looks really good. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so good.
Our walk through Ancestor Square with its many eateries and restaurants continued with the stop at Phil Love Coffee. It's one of those places locals swear by, and after visiting, we totally get it. Phil Love has been around since 2019, and it's kind of a local icon, not just for the drinks, but for the whole vibe. The inside is super unique. Think romantic vintage cafe meets moody art gallery. You'll want to film everything, but try not to look too weird. They've got all the coffee favorites, plus teas, pastries, and some awesome breakfast items. The lavender honey latte and cruffins are always a hit. Whether you're grabbing a quick pick-me-up or you just want to chill out in a nice spot to plan your adventures for the day, Phil Love is definitely where the cool kids hang out.
Okay, this place is a lot of fun, very, what would you say, eclectic?
Expensive.
Yeah, it cost us much. This coffee.
Okay, but it's not just a regular coffee.
And this Diet Coke cost as much as our breakfast.
Almost. Not quite.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of plastic sturgeons here in St. George.
Like this is a mocha, right? It's like $8.50.
But it does have 4 shots. That ought to keep me going for an hour.
I'll need another one of these in like probably 30 minutes.
She needs to graduate up to the actual jet fuel.
This is my love. really excited because last time we came in like the later afternoon and on a Saturday, and they were just closing up the farmers market, and we totally forgot that they have farmers markets here on Saturday. So we're here in time for the farmers market. Yay! All right, hey, we're at Tuacahn, which is an outdoor theater here in southern Utah, just like 15 minutes outside of St. George. And they do all sorts of plays here outdoors. A lot of musicals, but like I just showed Dan, there's a sign that says, tonight, Larry the Cable Guy's gonna be here. All right. But tons of musicals, and it's just a really fun atmosphere. I've seen a couple of shows here. I'm trying to think. I think they were Disney shows, but super fun, and just to be outside. It does get chilly at night, I will say, but it's just really pretty.
The theater is just steps away from a great cafe and a super fun gift shop.
So Darcy was just showing me a sweater, and I said, "Do you want to try it on?" And she said,
I don't need clothes.
"That's the best joke of the year."
And that's a wrap on our week in sunny St. George. From jaw-dropping red rock views to peaceful desert mornings, This spring break trip gave us everything we needed. Great food, amazing nature, and a whole lot of sunshine. We hiked a little, ate a lot, found hidden gems, and even made time to just kick back and soak it all in. Whether you're into scenic drives, sweet treats, or simply chasing the sun, St. George delivers. If you liked this adventure, hit that like button, share a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel stories from the road. Until next time, keep it campy. Oh, and there was just one more stop to make.
All right, trip number 3.
Third time's a charm. Actually, first and second times were charms too. Okay, this time Dan said to surprise him, so I got him a chocolate almond croissant. I got a regular croissant. I really went in for the banana bread, but every time they have these, I cannot pass them up. They are raspberry cheesecake donuts. They are so freaking good. I might have to eat this little piece right here. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you, like, it is worth driving across the country to go to this place. I'm telling you right now it is. I promise.